So I found out during National Poetry Month that New Jersey has a state dinosaur. This is something that I didn't know before. So this is loud airplane. This is love letter to Hadrosaurus folki, the state dinosaur of New Jersey. Of course you lived. Of course you lived here, in the beautiful southern half of this maligned state. You dreamt of being tough like Rex, that schoolyard punk, eating greasy cheesesteaks by the dozen. But not everyone can be a big-toothed monster, can be that cool. Instead, you ate vegetables like a good kid, snapped your duck mouth closed against the trees, practiced saying water, not wooder. You got picked on at recess, stayed in the pines to read about comets while all the other lizards headed for the shore. Who needs to roast on the bare sand in August's heavy heat? Not you. Instead, you learned to navigate jug handles while Jughead Rex and his boys got fat on funnel cake at the boardwalk, bullied tickets from the little ones playing skee-ball, then headed back to the city to smoke cigarettes and look tough. Stupid shoobies. When you fell asleep next to the river, you slept for ages. Next thing you know, you're in a museum, your bones glued back together, an incomplete skeleton. You are beautiful without your head, but science is a funny thing. People want to know things, so they made one up, fixed it to you, gave you a dubious name, and put you on display. Now, everyone can find your name, little lizard. Take heart, sturdy one. This is Jersey, so they probably won't. And of course, you cannot possibly be a South Jersey resident for your entire life without ever writing a Jersey Devil poem. So this is the Jersey Devil lead song. In the old attic, I breathe hot dust, my curled wings itching to open up like a heavy umbrella indoors. Bad luck. They say 13 is unlucky too, brings a child like me, hoof and wing, the body tethered only to itself. Mother hides me here, my body thinning to nearly nothing. Brothers and sisters in the yard below let their voices drift up, games and songs rising on the wind like something alive. I want to be like them, faces turned up to the bright sun, holding each other's warm hands. I believe it is possible to disappear, finally, into the barrens beyond the yard, pine trees stretching for miles. And then I do, one night, mouth open wide to the crisp air, feet brushing the tops of the pines, tearing open the thin skin of the sky.
You may notice rather early on in my reading that I'm actually not a true Jersey girl. We don't have the pine barrens in England, but we do have the Pennines. Cloud race. We slogged through bracken, burst out onto clear ground. I hadn't known we'd come so high. The trail now split the rock face from the sheer drop to the river valley. The grey sky, a Gothic ceiling, kept out any sign as we inched bravely forward one by one. This was the Pennines, but that climb did seem, one hand settled by stone, while in thin air the other panicked, like a Dantean dream, in which the valley floor's every green square held people with their human histories as we explored the mountain's mysteries. It rained, of course, not heavily, just enough my cheeks ran wet, my boots were prone to slip, the wind blew raw. But that the way was tough only enhanced the feeling that our trip was pilgrimage, although I found that odd, because I've long not been much one for God. Finally, on the peak, a plateau studded with gemmy rocks, the stubborn sun hacked through, throwing the shadows of the clouds that scudded skyward coursing across the fields, a view that could not have been bettered by design, but was more stunning for not being divine. But, you know, I'm in America now, so I have to embrace things like Monday Night Football, which features in this poem, Anchors. In a sea change, or in a sea of change, permanence is sunken, varnished knots on the oak table you have owned for years, or how, to lock the side door of your house, you must tug upwards gently with your wrist. If all you get is bread and circuses, Monday night football, People magazine, and popcorn's dull thud in the microwave, at least the dog still needs his daily air, the tautened leash you brace your feet against. When the front right burner on the stove won't spark, it's a familiar annoyance. Dithering over rival crime scene shows, you're oddly grounded when a light bulb blows.